Yesterday I was scrolling through YouTube, just mindlessly scrolling like a lot of people do, and I happened to have a Rage 2 video in my recommended feed. And I looked at the video and I was like, I've probably already seen that gameplay before. And then I realized the title, I was like, wait a second, that's from PAX East. I didn't know Rage 2 was at PAX East. I didn't know that there was a playable demo at PAX East. Let's watch it. And I watched this 16-minute video made by, let me pull up the video now, made by Gamers Prey, and it's pretty much the devs talking about the game. It's a really, really cool video. I'm playing the video currently right now, and it will be linked in the description, but I was really, really happy because I got to see the game really almost at the finished product that we're going to get in a month, and it really reinforced how much I feel about this game, how good I feel about this game. It looks great, plays great. I'm really excited for Rage 2. But it also kind of left me with a sour taste in my mouth because no one talked about this game. And I was like, somebody must have talked about the game. IGN may have talked about the game. Someone must have talked about it. Someone. So I go on IGN's YouTube channel, nothing. Crickets. I go to GameSpot, crickets. I go to Game Informer, crickets. No one's talking about the game. I even went to Kinda Funny Games. And even though I don't usually look at a lot of these media sources, but there's times where they are pretty informative and their news is pretty accurate and pretty spot on. So I was like, you know what, let's look at Kinda Funny. And even it seems like they didn't report on it because their videos are like 30 minutes to an hour long and they have like 10 to 12 videos in the last week. And I didn't have enough time to go through 12 hours of podcasting to make sure that they didn't talk about Rage 2. But then I went on the antithesis of a lot of these traditional-based video game news outlets, the IGN, the big corporations like IGN and GameSpot, and I went on to some YouTubers that I used to watch, but now I don't because of this specific reason, because they're just really, really negative. And I looked at all of their video feeds, and I was like, maybe they talked about it because it's a lot of gameplay. If you just type in Rage 2 into the YouTube search engine, you're gonna get like one video by Quest Mode, another video by Quake Champions Pro, one by Gamers Prey, another one by PC Gaming Videos, and another one by Gamers Prey. Like, all of this is gonna be over an hour of footage. Some of it's gonna overlap, but you're gonna have some pretty new gameplay. I'm very, very excited for it. I'm excited to watch it again because I want to make another Rage 2 video. But I looked at YouTubers specifically that are all about reporting on the news. They're not a journalist, they're a YouTuber who talks about the news. Well, I'm looking at two channels right now, and just like IGN, and just like GameSpot, and just like all of the other traditional-based media sources, they've given me nothing. I see nothing with their videos. And in fact, it kind of brought me to this realization that all they do is report on the negative aspects of the gaming industry. I'm kind of annoyed that on one end of the gaming spectrum, we have the traditional media that refuses to really go in depth and talk about some really serious issues within the video gaming industry. And on the other hand, we have people who only talk about the negative aspects of the video gaming industry. Like, I'm looking at one guy's channel, and he has one video dedicated to this guy that he exposed like 2 or 3 months ago. And it's like, he won. Like, he won, he got him good, it's done, it's over with. And I thought it was resolved. I thought this whole issue was resolved. I thought that they had made up or something. I thought that they were cordial, maybe not friends, but at least cordial with one another. And it seems like he's at it again. And he knows that it's going to get views. This YouTuber has had issues before, and he's bringing up the similar issues again. And on top of that, I'm like, his videos are just like a cesspool of just like talking about Borderlands 3 issues, GameStop's issues. Like, we all know that the Epic Store sucks. We all know that it sucks. We all know GameStop is a terrible retailer of video games. Like, we all know that. We've heard and seen the stories posted on YouTube. We know how terrible of a retailer GameStop is. But then I go to another channel, and it's like the fucking same channel. It's like Borderlands review bomb. No shit, it's gonna get review bombed. It's on the Epic Store. People are going to review bomb the shit out of it because they hate the Epic Store. Then another video is about how Bethesda upsets Fallout 76 players. For what, the 18th time? in 6 months, I cannot express to you enough how consistent the negativity is. There's no middle ground between traditional media and some YouTubers. The YouTubers that at least report on the news. It's always like bad shit. It's always bad shit. And I mean, all of their videos, maybe not all, but most of their videos are just about how bad or certain negative aspects that are in the video gaming industry. And it's just so obnoxious to me to hear it. Because I missed out on Rage 2. I wanted to see Rage 2 gameplay. I didn't want to have to go and sift through the Borderlands review bombed, or the Borderlands 3 will be Epic Store, and the Anthem, and like, Anthem sucks, we all know it. Like, that's not news. That was a layup. That's a layup. But I'm just so sick and tired of it because I'm missing out on great opportunities. I think other people are missing out on great opportunities to look at some really, really cool shit within the video gaming industry instead of having to talk about Anthem for the upteenth time. And I mean, I was watching the Joe Rogan podcast, but I'm just so sick and tired of how much we constantly complain about the video game industry as gamers. All I literally want to do is fucking play video games. That's literally it. And it seems like every single year we're rehashing microtransactions in EA and Activision and Anthem and BioWare. Like, we've been rehashing the same subjects for like 6 months. I'm sick and tired of it. So I'll leave you with this fantastic kind of back and forth between Kevin Hart and Joe Rogan on the Joe Rogan podcast. It is fantastic that this clip was released, or they had the podcast on Friday and it's like Saturday, Sunday when I saw the Rage 2 videos. So I'll leave you with that. Until next time, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time.
As you said, people focus on failure and negative and anger.
That's what we want to see.
Controversy.
That's what we want to see. People want to see the anger.
Yeah.
And you know,
why do you think that is?
Because it's just the times. That's what's cool now.
Is that what it is?
What's cool is being negative. You know how you always have some people, this is a great example, how you have people, me and you can talk about a movie, right? We can talk about Titanic. Wow, man, Titanic, one of the biggest movies of all time. Fucking great movie. You'll go, yes, it was a great movie. And one guy, for no reason, go, I fucking hated it. Why? You ain't like Titanic? Fucking bullshit. Why? Man, I know why. Now tell me, why'd you hate it? I ain't got time to talk to you about that. The cool thing is just being different. I wanna be completely opposite than all these
contrarian
positive people. You know what? Nah. That shit was ass. Why? Why was it ass? You have people that just like to do that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And what happens when one person does it, another person for no reason all go, yeah, me too. Yeah, that shit was ass, man. I ain't like it either. Did you see it? What y'all talking about? You don't even know what they're talking about. But you just want to hop on the negative train.
Right.
Because that's what's cool. It's not cool to be positive. It's not cool to be happy.
I don't know if it's a cool thing. I think it's usually people that are really frustrated with their lives.
100%. I mean, that's the factual side to it.
I did a joke before. I was like, do you think Michael Jordan leaves YouTube comments? Like, I bet he doesn't.
No.
That's not for winners.
No, not at all.
The type of people that want to get mad and complain constantly about shit like that.
Do you know what it takes to do this right here?
Not much.
Do you know right here?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you how I feel right in your comment section, Joe Rogan. You can kiss my... You know what that takes? What do you have going on that you have the time to just simply be that negative and do it in this world and universe?
It's just a mismanagement of your time.